銀河鉄道39
Okay, let's read Chapter 3 of Volume 3 of Galaxy Express 39. This is Sono ni Part 2, and we'll likely have to read this in 2 parts. We ended on a cliffhanger. Tetsuro plummeting into a pit, chopped by Meitoru, who seemed to be saying things like, I want blood, I want meat, I want life. Anyway, here we go. Tetsuro is again waking up, and Meitoru, boku wa? Meitoru, as for me? Huh? Like, what's going on? Always a good question. What is going on? Chi no ikke jikoku no... Let me zoom in a little bit. Chi no ikke jikoku no onsui wani-san no ejiki ni naranakute yokatta wa ne. Okay. Ejiki. Prey, victim. Okay, so not becoming prey or victim of the hot water crocodiles or hot water alligators of this hell lake of blood. I'm glad. I'm glad you didn't become victim or prey to the, actually she calls them san, the honorable hot water alligators of the lake of hell of blood. Okay. So what is going on here? Oh. Ue no na wa okiru to, kore ga shita de tobirasu shikake ni shitoita no. Okay. When cutting the rope above, this thing below, like dashing out, did in advance. Okay. Yokuma umaku uketomerareta mon da na. Okay, yokuma, like I'm glad. Yokuma umaku uke. Okay, skillfully or well, like was able to receive and stop. Uke tomare. Uke tome. Tomerare. Yeah, to catch. So it was good, well, or skillfully was able to catch. Okay, so she set this all up apparently. So there again, up where he got cut off. Ue kara wa mienai ka? As for from above, it's not visible? Shikashi, nande konna koto ni? But why this sort of a thing? Or why to this sort of a thing? Or why is it becoming this sort of a thing? Kenka oakare no hoshi no hitotsu dakara yo. So we saw this last time. Kenka wakare is like splitting from fighting or something. And yeah, like a fighting and splitting up. Because it's one thing of the planet of Kenka wakare, of splitting up and fighting up, fighting and splitting up. Hoshi no hitotsu, one thing of a star? Nandaka mo hitotsu aru mitai da ne. Somehow one more thing seems to exist. Is that it? Aru wa yo. It does exist, you know? Okay, so we saw this before, right? The planet looks like it's been split in half. She's saying something about it's one piece of the planet of the splitting up. And so he's like, you say one piece or one thing. Does that somehow mean there seems to be another piece? And that she's confirming that. So here we go. We finally get the splash page for Galaxy Express 9, Chapter 3. Again, this is Sono ni, their part 2. This is Genshi Wakusei no Jo'o, the queen of the split planet. Or no. Sorry. Genshi is like that primordial. Or origin, primeval. All right, we're getting there. It's probably good if I only read this. Counter set? Oh, what were we going to count for? I forget. Oh, that's right. No, I forgot. We'll have to do that later. The number of times that Meiteru is either naked or close to it. あれは人間界一緒にいたの? As for that, or as for those things, were they human? The ones that were together with you? Oh, right, the eyeball people. So he's referring to these things. So when he says are, he means those things. Were they human? The ones that were together with you? この星の退化した人類の慣れの果てね。This planet's taika evolved. Taika suru. Oh, degenerated. This planet's degenerated humanity no nare no hate. Nare no hate. Nare no hate means the mere shadow of, the ruin. Oh, okay. So they're the mere shadow, the ruins of what once were the humanity that degenerated of this planet. 私はその女王ておわけ. As for me, that so-called queen reason, so the reason is, I guess, they've like, as for me, she's saying like, I'm the queen. Wakete. The reason is like, I'm the queen, their queen. Jo'o, queen. ここの伝説にガニまた。ここの伝説にガニ股の生贄を連れて女王が空から降りてくるっていうのがあるらしいの。Okay, so like this place's legend, or like according to this place's legend, Ganimata. Bow-legged. A bow-legged sacrifice, bringing queen from the sky, coming and descending. It's that sort of a thing that seems to exist. So he's the bow-legged sacrifice. Ikenia is a sacrifice. Yeah, so this is like, according to this place's legend, a queen will bring a bow-legged sacrifice and come descending from the sky. That's what seems to exist. 突然女王にされたけど、いつまた気が変わって生贄の方に切れるかもね。突然, which is like naturally. No, suddenly to the queen, being done. sareta keru. Oh, I guess maybe suddenly was made queen. Itsumata, at still some time. Yeah. Sometime again, intent changing and in the direction of a sacrifice could be made. Okay. So she's saying like suddenly was made the queen, but like at any time the intent or the mood could change and she could possibly be made into the direction of a sacrifice. この星の人たちはやることがないので楽しみに選挙でリンチする人間を選んでは殺して暇つぶしをしてるの。Okay. As for the people of this planet, yaru koto ga, the things that they do, that's kind of a weird way to phrase that. Yaru koto. Okay. Doing things because they don't exist, looking forward to, maybe this is like because they don't have any things to do, they look forward to senkyo, the election of doing lynching humans. Yeah, they look forward to lynching, doing rinchi. I think that's going to be lynching. Yeah, abusing, but rinchi. And then as for selecting humans, killing free time, himatsubushi, killing free time they do. Himatsubushi must be killing free time, crushing it. Yeah, waste of time. Okay, so again, putting that all together, they waste time killing and selecting humans by doing lynching, I guess through selection or election, and they look forward to it because they don't have anything else to do. Okay. なんとか逃げ出して列車へたどり着かないとな。Somehow running away and getting out to the train, たどり着か. And to struggle on, if we don't do that, meaning like we have to do that. 今は無理よ. As for now, that's impossible, 何しろ、あの人たちは夜でもよく見えるんだから。Okay, so what do 何しろ as for those people, even at night, well able to see. Okay, so they can see well even at night. 本当によく見えそうな大目玉だもんな。だもんな。Truly, well, they seem to be able to see well because they've got those big eyes. 大目玉だもんな. Okay, this is where they are and the whole contrivance. 血境民族ね. They're a hole dwelling people. There are people that live in holes. 血境. Or is it sayo? Ketsu sayo? look up iru. There we go. Kekkyo. It is kekkyo. All right. Cave dwelling. Kekkyo means okune. They're a cave dwelling family or tribe. Ari-san. Oh, Ari-san no you ni ana no naka de kurashiteru wa ants. Again, she calls animals with a san. So like in the way of honorable ants, inside of holes, living. So they're cave dwelling people, tribe, living in holes like ants. 前は血の池地獄だ。これじゃ逃げようがないよ. Okay. As for earlier or as for ahead, a hellish lake of blood it is. Trying to flee does not exist. Like there's no way to get out. Okay. Well, there we go. Oh boy. Doru, 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 doru. The drumming sounds again. Kimi no warui doramo da na. It's a creepy drum, isn't it? Creepy drumming. Doru, 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 doru. 何かが始まる前ぶれかしらね。前ぶれ。Something beginning to 前ぶれ. To portend. I wonder, is something like, is this portending that something is going to happen? 気が変わって女王を殺すつもりになったのかもしれないわ。Mood changing or intent changing and probably become the intent of killing the queen. Tetsuro. Huh? これから何が起こっても私を助けようなんてしなくてもいいのよ。私は大丈夫だから。Okay. So from here on, even if something happens, me trying to save or whatever, even if you don't do that, it's fine. So in other words, you don't need to save me or try to save me if something happens. As for me, I will be okay, and that's why. どさくさに紛れてひたすら逃げて。どさくさ。Ah. So dosakusa magire ni is all one thing, which is in the confusion of the moment. Dosakusa itself means confusion or turmoil. So in the moment of confusion, hitasura nigete. Basically take the moment and run away. Hitasura. Yeah. It's nothing but that. Nothing but getting away. Earnestly getting away. そう言われると余計逃げられないもんだよ、男は。So if it's that sort of thing, if able to say it, 余計逃げられないもんだよ. It's a thing about not being able to run away, and yoke here is usually unnecessary. But he also says, as for a man. So like, even if you say that, as a man, it's a thing about not being able to run away. 機械の体を手に入れて永久に生きるんで、生きているんでしょ? Tetsuro wa? So a machine body getting and living eternally or forever, right? As for Tetsuro, like that's what you need to do or what you're going to do. ここで死んだらできなくなるわよ. In this place, if die, it will become not possible, you know? You won't be able to do that if you die here. Doro, 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 doro. Doro, 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 doro. Bomba. Bada boom. Biba. Oh, they've got clubs and torches. Donga, 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 donga. And spears. Kita, kita, meiteru, kakurero. They're coming. Meiteru, hide. Donga, donga. Buchi, or no, gochi. ごめんね。少し手荒だったかしら? Sorry, so she clubbed him. Sorry, a little bit wild hand it was, I wonder. Maybe a little bit violent. Like maybe that was a little bit too rough, I wonder. Munya, that's him sleeping. Uroron ga. That's their language. Uroronga. Okay, so she hit him. Shimatta, meiteru. Oh no, meiteru. Uroron, uroron, or uroron. Okay, this is the halfway point. I think we're going to try to finish this off. I don't have to get up super early tomorrow, so let's go ahead and try to finish this off. I can't stand another cliffhanger on this one anyway. Udon. They've got her pinned up. This sounds a little bit like oolong, but hey. Udon. They're eating udon. Aitsurawa. Oh. Aitsurawa. As for those guys, like, Aitsurawa. Meiteru o taberu tsumori naku da. They're intending to eat meiteru, those guys. I don't know why naku da. Kora, yabai. Ugh, this is no good. Saiwai, genjin tachi wa minna meiteru ni yodare o nagashiteru. Fortunately, as for primordial men, or as for the primordial people, everyone on Meiteru are drooling, and yeah, they're drooling. Flowing drool. Yodare. Yeah. They are flowing drool on Meiteru, all of them, the primordial people. Fortunately. 何が何でもメーテルを助けないと something, anything if don't save meiteru ... meaning must save meiteru, like no matter what. Oh, goo. Okay, he gets caught already. We should also have a counter for how many times Tetsuro blacks out. Dame da! It's no good. Zoo. Okay, he comes to, and this is happening. Goal. Pikya! Which I assume is them kind of screaming and running away. Tetsuro, hayaku irashae. Tetsuro, quickly to the train. Meiteru. Okay, we get one of those really long things. Donatandai korewa. What happened as for this? Kenka wakare ga bakuhatsu suru no yo. Okay, so the splitting up, which again is the name of the planet, the splitting up, kenka wakare, it's exploding. It's doing explosion. Bakuhatsu, exploding. Naibu no atsuryoku ga agatta wa konagona ni kudake chiru wa. The inside portion, the pressure of the inside portion increased into bits and pieces. Kudake chiru will be blown up and scattered. Kudake. Yeah, broken and scattered. Smashed up into pieces. Konagona. Genjin tachi wa, as for the primordial people, tasukeyo ga nai wa, kono hoshi ga horobiru no dakara. Like trying to save does not exist. I mean, like, I guess we can't save them. We can't try to save them. This planet is falling to pieces, and that's why horobiru is ruined, will perish, will be destroyed. Goal. Isoide kudasai. This is the conductor. Chikaku ga yaburemasu. So please hurry. The Chikaku is being destroyed. The Earth's crust. Muchakucha na hoshi da. It's a crazy mixed up planet. Ha. Okay, they made it inside. Boom. There goes the planet. And here's all these creatures being left behind to die. Uron. We should maybe also have a counter for how many times a planet blows up. So there we go. Ah! Yotsuba drew this. Zugogon. Oh, ha. Very inappropriate time, Don. Yet another planet blows up. It's Dark Monster. That's right. But all that does is flaps its wings. Okay. This page is why these 2 pages were why I was going to split this up into 2. These 2 pages, there's 3 more pages. This will take us a while. So let's get to it. Planet blew up. Now we get the moral of the story. Whatever the moral is going to be here. Okay. 長い間、科学派と自然派の二つの派に分かれて争い続けたのよ。Okay, so like for a long period, splitting and fighting continued to split and fight into two factions, two groups, the science faction and the natural faction. どちらの派も意見を通せなくて、とうとう赤道から真っ二つに星を切って喧嘩別れしてしまった。Okay, どちらの派も whichever side. Hey, Mei-chan, how's it going? 漢字も読めるの? Yeah, はい。すごい。Well, I've got the furigana. That helps a lot. Iken. Iken is opinion. View or comment, right? How are you doing? Ohayo. Happy Sunday. 通せなくて。通せなく。What would to 通す意見を通せなくて。とうとう赤道から。Okay, 真っ二つ is to two equal parts. This is something about whichever side it was, no matter which faction it was, they couldn't agree on their opinions. And so finally, from the equator into two pieces, the planet cut, and it was again like splitting, breaking apart because of fighting. So again, there were these two factions that developed. They couldn't agree, and so they split the planet in half. じゃあ、科学派の片割れがまだどこかに? Well then, the science faction's like half. Is it still somewhere? 片割れ. I guess that's just cut half. Yeah, fragment. So the fragment of the science faction, is it still somewhere? 価格万能機のにものを言わせて、本来の軌道から自由飛行に移って飛んでたわ。Okay, yes. 万能機. This is like their technical ability. All-purpose utility. Yeah, so due to the science all-purpose machines, or things that are called that, 本来の軌道. Wait, 本来の軌道. 軌道 is trajectory or orbit.
Hello there.
Hello there. 軌道. Oh, from the original trajectory, freely flying. Yeah, okay. Got it. Okay. So basically they people left. 打つって Yeah, we're not going to get 打つって飛ぶ. to move. They moved and left. Yeah. So that's right. With the machines that were like the science powered, from the original trajectory, freely flying, moved and flew away. So the other half again. そっちはうまくいったろうか? As for that direction, meaning the science faction, are they living skillfully? Are they living well? I wonder. Shizenha no hou ga arisama de genshi ni modotte shimatta no o mireba, kagaku ha mo abunai mon da wa honju hoshi ju o ribetto tomeita darake ni shita desho ne. Ribetta. I think this is rivets and metal. Ribetta. Yeah, okay. Okay. So what she says here, like if you look at the ones that returned to like the primordial and the mess of that direction of the natural faction, the science faction also is in danger. It's that sort of a thing. The entire planet, they covered it, darake, in metal and rivets. They covered their entire planet in metal and rivets. Hoshiju. Mo 200年も前から通信が途絶えたまま、今ではどこに行ったかわからない。Already, even 200 years ago, from before, it's been that long, Tsushin, it's believed, or correspondence from even like 200 years ago. Todaeta. Oh, has stopped as it is. So communication, correspondence has stopped as it is from even 200 years ago. And as for with now, where it went, nobody knows. Or where did it go? I don't know. Or it is not known. Anyway. ほどほどのいい加減なところで仲良く手を打って譲り合って暮らすのが一番なんだ。Okay, ほどほど。Moderately いい加減. So いい加減 normally gets used in いい加減にしろ, I mean like enough. But いい加減な is irresponsible, lukewarm, reasonable, moderately. Okay, that's probably going to be similar to hodo hodo. So like in the place of a reasonable bit of moderation and getting along with each other, te o ute, taking measures, te o utsu, taking measures, yuzuriate, yuzuriao, making compromises is the best, right? Okay, so here's our moral. Like he's saying, being moderate and getting along, having compromises, Like, that's the best, isn't it? So kamone. Indeed. Or it is probably that way. Tetsuro looks out the train at the exploding planet. まるでメータルを助けるように星が爆発した。It's as if trying to save Meitaru, the planet exploded. It's as if the planet exploded trying to save Meitaru. He's thinking this. この場合は、いい加減、ちょうど良い。Oh, like ちょうどいい? ちょうど良い加減. So meaning like just right, perfectly good. So perfectly good in moderation. Thank you. もしかして Could it be メータルを守る Protecting メータル何かの力が働いて爆発が起こったんじゃないのかな? Could it be protecting Meitaru some power or the power of something a moving explosion caused or occurred? Isn't it that, I wonder? So he's thinking all this, right? メートルはその力に強力に守られた女なんじゃないのかな? As for Meitaru, by that power, being protected woman, なんじゃないのかな? Like, isn't? I wonder. その力に強力に. As for Meitaru, by that power, by that strength, being a protected woman, なんじゃないのかな? Or like, she isn't that sort of a woman, I think? Or I wonder? He's wondering, like, why would that be? Why would some power be protecting her like that? 出発の時 No, 出発の時ホテルのバスルームで影のような声が聞いたし、いつか串刺しになった時もさず一つ残さず生き返った。Okay, he's talking about back at the very beginning, the time they left the hotel, in the bathroom, a voice that was like a shadow heard. So you remember that scene? They were in the hotel waiting for the 3-9 to leave from Earth, and she was in the bathroom talking with someone, and he's recalling that. And then sometime, kushizashi ni, skewer. Yeah, okay. And this is, and like one time or sometime, by a skewer became time, even that wound, even one without remaining, lived and came back. So this was the guy with the spear. She got stabbed, and he's like recalling, like, yeah, she came back with without even any wounds, with that time. まあいいや。僕は機械の体をくれる星へ行くためにこの列車に乗ったんだ。Well, it's fine or whatever. As for me, to a planet able to receive a machine body for the purposes of going onto this train, got on. Like, I got onto this train for the purpose of going to a planet to be able to receive a machine body. その星がどこにあるのかまだわからないけど that planet Where it exists, still I don't know. But そこへ着くまでメーテルが何者であっても気にしない。To that place, until arrive at that place, メーテル, who she is or 何者であっても, yeah, like whoever she is, I don't care. 気にしない. I won't worry about it. メーテルは僕にとって優しくとてもいい人だ。たとえ魔女だろうと僕はメーテルが好きだ。Aw. Okay. So as for Meitoru, for me, she's kind, or to me, she's kind, and she's a very good person. And even if she's a witch, as for me, I like Meitoru. Maho daro. Okay. 何を考えてるの? What are you thinking about? 何でもないよ。何でもないさ、Meitoru. Nothing. Yeah, nothing, Meitoru. Okay. Whew. And the victorious scene departing from the exploding planet where all those little creatures died. We get our departing final scene. Let's take a look. Okay. 一度起こってしまったことは二度と元通りに戻ることはない. So we're kind of getting a recap of how the chapter started. Chapter 3, the first part started. As for things that happened once, a second time returning to their origin, as for that, it does not exist. So again, they won't, when things happen once, they won't return to their original state a second time. 一度銀河鉄道の列車に乗った者は, as for people that rode on the train of the Galaxy Railway one time, 二度と引き返すことはできない. A second time, like, 引き返す is not possible. 引き返す literally means to pull and return. 返す. Okay, to send back, to retrace one step. So retracing one step a second time is not possible. 宇宙の真理を支配するルールに乗って、レールに乗って、銀河超特急39は鉄路を運ぶ。どこへ行くのか鉄路はまだ知らない. Okay, this one's relatively straightforward. Shihai is to control, right? Yeah, rule, control, direction. As for the Galaxy Express 39, riding the rails and controlling the truth of the universe, and I guess carrying Tetsuro to where going? As for Tetsuro, still doesn't know. He still has no idea. This is an interesting statement, though. It's the train riding on the rails that control the truth of the universe. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. And as for Tetsuro, like, again, where is he going? Carrying... Yeah, the train is carrying Tetsuro. Hakobu. And where is it going? Again, as for Tetsuro, still not familiar with it. Doesn't know. Okay, that is the end of chapter 3. of Volume 3, The Splitting Up Planet. Next will be Chapter 4, which also is in a two-parter. We'll see what the title is. Place your bets. Will the planet explode? Will Meitoru be naked? Will they get their passes stolen? Take your pick. We'll read that one next time.